Hello, this is The Way of Fairness. My name is Stephen Childs. It's frustrating to hear how there's no more middle class and the wealth gap is more extreme than ever before. And we have people that are struggling to make ends meet. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They're losing things. They're going bankrupt. They're working two jobs. And they can't afford a home. Well, the left, the Democrats, they will come up with social programs. So you fill out the forms and you qualify for housing, Section 8 housing or whatever, so that you're not homeless. And it takes 2 years to get a place. And the Republicans have no compassion for the disadvantaged. So they join with the Republicans, and they think that since they're Republicans, the people with the money and the power will provide for them. They will be successful as a Republican coming from a average position in life, say. They'll make things happen so that you can go to college and so that you can become one of the people that are above the others. So they're appealing to survival of the fittest mentality. And it's capitalism, it's competitive, it's opportunistic. And so on the one hand, you have the idea we'll create social programs. Welfare. People call it the welfare state. So they don't like that the government is giving paychecks to people. They don't like Social Security because it's a government-ran retirement fund. They would rather that the people create their own retirement fund through some private enterprise. We have people that get in on the ground level with some idea, and like Amazon. So Jeff Bezos takes a little bit of the pie every time there's a transaction. And he's the richest person in the country now. So we hear all this political talk about what to do and who should do what and what party should be in power. And, well, just look at what's going on. Is it working? I think we can do better than that. And that's what I thought about this, and I'm frustrated hearing about the social programs and the poverty and the homelessness. And I'm tired of hearing about how wealthy some people are. And they want to take over the country with Trump in an authoritarian, he'd be an authoritarian ruler more than he'd be the old type of president. So the Supreme Court is within the law that was written for them. And it's like absurd. Everybody knows this is not working. They have all the power. Why? And so the idea of the Way of Fairness, the World Fairness Agreement, is simple. Everybody agrees to be fair to everyone else. So the social program that's not fair, we complain about it as citizens. This is not fair to everyone. Fix it. And the system of the elites ruling with it's bribery. Money is being used to bribe politicians. That's not fair. So there again, we make a complaint. This is not fair to everyone. Fix it. So is what happens is it's kind of like the left and the right working together, merging with fairness. So the left was, in the original definition, came from France, and they had on the ones, there was a group of people, half of them was supporting the king, and they wanted the king to stay in an authoritarian position with the divine right of kings and all that. And the other side wanted to form a democracy. And the people are thinking, it's not going to work. There has to be a leader. There has to be somebody above everything else. Democracies won't work. So they sided with the king, and they actually had the people in the building, the people with the king sit on the right side of the room, and the people that want democracy sit on the left side. So the right and the left happened in that fashion. So with the World Fairness Agreement, we have both. We have the all-powerful ruler. It's fairness. One fairness for everyone. That's the leader. It's not a person. It can't become corrupted because it isn't a person with an ego problem. It's a practice of not doing others wrong. And the social programs with government handouts, they won't be required. Because if we have fairness economics, where if something's not fair, we complain and they will fix it because we've all agreed to be ruled by fairness with the World Fairness Agreement. So being fair means something. Cheating people it's taboo to do someone wrong. You don't do it. Not under the new rule of fairness. And if people do something that's unfair, they either change it, stop doing us wrong, or they're punished. They're locked up. We don't care how much money you have, you're locked up in jail. Unless you agree to make it fair. So everybody's going to agree because we're not letting you out of jail until you agree to stop doing people wrong. So this is by consensus of ordinary people. You don't get an advantage from going to college. Everybody knows when they're doing wrong. So, let's do it. Join us.